life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and watch Non Non Beauty. What a wonderful way to kind of close off the working week. Every Friday I'm looking forward to seeing a little more of the countryside, what can exactly be shown upon us, and the relationships there within. Knowing now that the Candy Lady had much closer ties than one would have first have expected, considering how we met her. Their lives are intertwined so tightly. But we've seen one New Year's, the first sunrise. What else is on our plates? What kind of new experiences are we going to have? Any new imaginings? Maybe, though, we're going to involve all of them this time. We'll have to see. So grab a drink, sit down, let's begin. Snowstorm or a blizzard? I mean, we did get the new year in, so what better way to start it off than being snowed in? And is it all of them or just her? Was she caught? One of the downsides of being in the countryside in the real area, one of them's not particularly perturbed about being caught out. The countryside and rural areas don't have this grand infrastructure for dealing with situations like this in snow. Although the UK grounds to a halt from a light scattering of it, so having a stock of supplies and whatnot would be good. They probably need to stock up a little bit more. Having some food kind of makes sense. They might not have a big cafeteria or anything, but having food around the school just in case. Sure. Mattresses. Why are there even two? Or are they just ones that she has brought from home to sleep while on the job? And as much as we get to see their friendship and their time spent together, you do have to remember there is, an extra member in the class. Even though we see him very rarely, he doesn't get to join in on a lot of these times and fun moments. Good thing that he has things like his music and guitar to take care of the time. I would like to see a little bit more of what he actually gets up to. Hopefully he's not too alone. Snow bunnies. Oh, nurse's office. That would make sense. Huh. They might just get along. What do you mean sleeping bags don't get on with snow? There has to be a very shoddy sleeping bag that she is immediately getting in and making that decision, isn't she? And, yep, she's out. Just, roll her out of the mattress and let her deal with it. No matter how cold it is, I'm sure she'll be fine. Okay. How are they going to decide this? A battle royale? There will be a fight to the death about being able to stay on the mattress with her, isn't there? That is not acceptable to her. For more reasons than 12, she wants that mattress. Is it a... I mean, I like her way of thinking. Create a game or situation where there's no chance of her losing. That's because compared to you, she is a gorilla. Yeah, really making her seem as though she wants to join in on this battle. Are we going to get a surprise upset? Just crunch. Now you've got to let her sleep on the mattress, otherwise she won't be able to... she won't be able to recover well. But, oh no, I'm out. No, a pun off, no. I have to prepare myself for the worst. At least she finds it amusing. It's cold, they want to sleep. Yep. But impersonation, there's not exactly a lot of choice that they can come up with here. I mean, she might be the... she might be the master at all of this. Watch closely, okay. Can you do impersonations of inanimate objects? Is that an impersonation? Does it have to be anyone that they know as well? Is she about to... I wonder who that could be. She is not impressed. Oh, if you're going to impersonate me, at least get it right. Is she still in for a fighting chance, though, at this competition? Excuse me. There was so much wrong with that one. Didn't she do a pyramid? They'll have to come up with some final answer. Is anyone else going to give up their place? Is anyone... I think everyone has decided, haven't they? Just stuff her in head first? Okay, might be warm. A job well done. The fact that they could lift her up, arrange her, get her into the sleeping bag, and still didn't wake her up at all. There are various different types of sleepers. Those two are making quite a lot of noise. And under an unfamiliar ceiling. So, in the depths of night, she finds joy in all of this, considering it's not quite so much untouched white snow and everything in the streets of Tokyo. Maybe she just needed, some time outside. Yeah, but does she need a coat on to go to the bathroom? Don't worry, nothing funny ever happens in this show. I mean, the stars are nice as well. As a first experience, the grand fields all coated in white, and having a starscape like that above you, that is... There we go. That is something that you will not see too many places. She's, signaling to aliens? Gonna abduct them all. She's calling them, so she might be okay. Ah, the titular igloo. I mean, that was the title of this episode, wasn't it not? To get away from the aliens. The fact that she is so gullible, easy to fool. The aliens are on their way. Does she have a hall pass? A festival? That's why she ran back in. I don't think she needed to go at full pelt to be able to just come back and turn off the tap. Yeah, it'd be more than just them. But the fact that Renge is talking about aliens as well, is that not something they need to be... Why is that snow a different style than the background? So those aliens. Yep, first contact. Exactly how I imagined it. Interesting. At least he had some company. In fact, he was... What, I'm guessing that was in the nurse's office. And yet she still set an alarm. straight to the moon. Blech! I don't think I would be so kind to a sibling that has just jumped on me in the morning. Ski? Do any of them know how to ski? Do they have any skis or any sort of winter equipment at all? This is where she goes in inspector mode and finds out. Nope. Breakfast comes after. Find the skis first. Luckily for me, that there are some areas around here that are so open and wide where you can see views like that. Maybe not where I lived before, but after moving, definitely. She's multifaceted, this candy lady. Huh. She does rentals. Get to branch out, keep that income coming in. Cool. Does she have a business card as well? You pass that off. It's like Santa. Well, as long as she's not pretty much all of them. Does she know how to ski, though? Would you want to be learning from her, even if she could? No leaky boats. That's called falling over, isn't it? I mean, you get pizza, French fry type learning. I haven't been skiing, but I've been snowboarding. That's one breaks, isn't it? There you go. Well, you're just letting him. Well, good luck to him. I won't be seeing him until summer. Just take it slow. Don't go full pelt immediately. Angle the skis. I mean, this is more than a few meters, is it not? I mean, yeah, you could also just kind of stop sideways and dig the skis into the snow. Is it a good idea to have your rescuer who doesn't know how to ski as well? Yoink. Great. So you're dragging her to her demise as well? At least they're having fun. What, now she wants to take things slow and keep things safe? I mean, okay, sure, but confident enough to teach everyone else, though. Pain in the ass. Ah. Spartan? Yes. one way of teaching her? Did she slide all the way down on her face? It's not skiing. It's just their igloo they're making. Is it hollow at the minute, or have they just made a mound and they're gonna, dig it out? Either way, they've got to let the snow settle for a while. She going to be the interior decorator to their igloo? What? Don't let it collapse. I got it the wrong way around. Reggae was the interior decorator. I mean, it should be, no qualms, no issues, just straight up get it started. Yeah, I've had several snow tunnels, not igloos or anything. Snow is fairly good at handling some temperature. Depends on the snow as well. So they've got a nice selection. Got some super walnut or the mochi. They definitely get a lot more organised than some of the snow trips that I've been on in the past. It does make me want to buy a portable burner though, even if I don't intend to go anywhere. And that's where the snow just... Well, what a excursion. If not going out in the dead of night, communicating with the aliens. Got a almost school trip, as it were. For a first time skiing, they did awfully, actually. I think it took me, I don't know, about half hour to at least get somewhat comfortable. But so many times I probably should have killed myself while snowboarding, somehow getting out of it unscathed. Especially one very nasty tumble. Head over ass for 50 to 100 meters. Didn't even know someone could fall for that long. No more fun in the snow. Really kicking through the seasons quick, aren't we? cube. It must be nice just going through life with that certain level of confidence that Natsuki has. I've never been skiing, but I'll be fine teaching all of you, Actually, self-preservation-wise, making sure her teachings actually work first before trying them for herself. Kind of clever in a very despot kind of way. Before each of them starts going down the hill, so thank you for your sacrifice. What we will learn here today will be of great use. And before that, with the school, the impromptu sleepover that they all had, is it odd for Renge to have dreams about aliens, or is that pretty much every night? Just this one seems a lot more close to home. And why did she jump to Martian? Multi-limbed, glowing eyes things in the snow? Martian. Not something from the Andromeda Galaxy? And something that I kind of brought up a little earlier on is you kind of have to start to feel sorry for the brother, considering he was there as well, but, because of safety concerns, he was having to sleep in a different room out in the nurse's office by himself. Well, not by himself, he had a little company. I wonder if the skeleton really gave consent, though. I do kind of wish the times were slightly simpler and we could just go out and enjoy the cold nights and the snow without a care in the world. Of course, now that I was about to lie. I was going to say a healthy adult. You might get some strange looks around here if I just went out and started building an igloo. Still, at least in a game of charades, now that we know that impersonations also mean inanimate objects, I've got a few ideas up my sleeve. I think the best one I can do is an impersonation of my viewer red tension whenever I start talking bollocks. Ready? So really, I'm surprised any of you are still here. But with that, we do need to end it off. This was a fun episode, and one that... honestly, there's a lot that I watched this and somewhat feel a little bad that I didn't have some of these experiences. But thinking back, I had plenty of fun in my own right. Dumb evenings with friends are sometimes quite memorable. Still, if you've enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you've heard the story before, never stop in front of me while I'm on a snowboard. Multiple lacerations later, someone had a very expensive trip to the hospital. So we truly know things can be dangerous. But still, while the weather's looking good at least, try and get some rest so that I can see you in the next one. If you want to be the multiple sets of extra limbs that are deeply buried in the snow, consider joining onto my Patreon, because then you won't get cold, we still get anime, and probably scare a few people along the way. So, I do need to thank Noku, Sao, Guado, Kite, Raywin, Shiran, Tori Jane, and everyone else. Because if not for you, I would have been left out in the cold long ago, with not even a sleeping bag to keep me company.